Well, hello and welcome to part three of nailing down an extra $1,000 a month, which could be $1,000 a week, actually, with some extra things that require some thinking and no selling, actually. So, this one is something that I believe very strongly in, and it may be an unpopular opinion. I'm going to say that right away. Invoice your customer weekly. Now, I know that some jobs are shorter. And so, if it's only a week and a half, this might not make sense. But if you're talking a job that's going to be longer than a few weeks or is going to potentially have lots of extra changes, I believe that you should invoice weekly. And here's why. Oops. Consistency. So, if you are invoicing every week, then every week you know that whoever owes you money is going to get a bill. So not everybody's going to pay you right away, but if every week you earmark time to do your invoicing, then you know that the invoicing is going to get done. As a customer, it is so annoying to have a job finish and not get a bill. Know many circumstances where individuals have asked contractors for a bill. Usually it's a small amount, like under $500. They've asked them for a bill, they don't get it. And then weeks or months later, they suddenly get a bill. Now, as somebody who doesn't want to owe people, but also doesn't want to forget, or maybe somebody who's on a tight budget, they have the money right then to pay you, but you're not sending them a bill. So then if you send them a bill later when maybe cash is a little tighter, that's not great. So you want to stay on top of your billing with a regular schedule. And so that way too, if you have one job that rolls into another and they're earmarked, every week you go, who owes us money? You send them a bill. And this is also a point too where you can send reminders for any invoice that's still outstanding. Just pop off a note. Hey, just checking in. We sent you that invoice last week. Want to make sure you got it. All good. And if you want more tips on cash flow and all of those other things, we've got some mini courses for you. You can check those out. So we're not going to get into the details of the how, but essentially, the regular schedule is going to make sure that the invoices go out regularly and consistently, and you're going to get better at it. Now, cash flow wise, regular payments mean that you're going to have money coming in regularly. So if you only invoice once a month or every 5 weeks, then what you're going to find is you're going to have long periods of time where you're not having any money coming in. Now, I don't know about you, but I find that to be extremely stressful. Most businesses require some form of cash flow because your expenses are not going away simply because your income isn't coming in. So, from a cash flow perspective, if you're invoicing every single week, every single person that owes you money for every change, then you are going to have money coming in little bits and pieces so that you're not all or nothing. Because let's be honest, if you've got bills that are coming in and you're waiting, and then you're constantly having to borrow money to pay the bills, to pay them back, that is so stressful. So, from consistency and cash flow perspective, invoicing once a week makes a ton of sense. And that's pretty much going to be it. Now, if you want to find out more about how to invoice, things about invoicing, what to put on your invoice, you're not really sure how to do it. Typically, you just send somebody an email and says, "Hey, Jim, it's $1,200." That's probably not going to be enough. And if you want to learn the basics, we do have a Jumpstart course that'll help you out with that. Right now, we are in app development at the time of this posting. We may not be. But if you want to find out more, we've got a whole schwack ton of mini courses on. Go to jigsavvy.com. It'll describe the courses that we have. You can get access to them there. And it goes into a lot more detail about not only the what and the why, but the how. So you can learn how to implement the things that you're learning in this particular course. Anyway, so that is it for our section, and we will see you on the next one.